Hey, BEpic Nation, good afternoon, happy Wednesday to you all. Thank you for joining this live call. As you're tuning in, let us know where you're watching us from. Leave your comments below, and thank you guys for joining us. As you guys know, everything's always happening here at BEpic, and one of the things that I'm most excited about is the groundbreaking launch of two amazing products, one of them being BCardio that we have right here with us. And joining me today is the mastermind, or one of the masterminds behind this phenomenal product, Dr. Adam Saucedo. Welcome.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you for joining us. So we're going to go ahead and get this video started by showing you guys how to take the product. And the reason why we're starting with this is because we will be using some test strips that allow they require some time to settle, right, before we get the results. So let's get started with that, Dr. Adam, if that's okay.
That's fine. Let me just explain what we're doing here. So this is a jar of BCardio hot off the assembly line, the first real versions of our product. What we've done is we've taken a small scoop and we've mixed it in cold water here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use third-party nitric oxide test strips. That's what these are. So a third-party laboratory test. What we're going to do is we're going to wet them with saliva, and this will represent the state of our nitric oxide levels before we take the product. So we want to demonstrate where that is right now. So
perfect. So we're going to take a little Q-tip and just get it wet.
And then get this wet.
And then get the tips. Get the test strip wet. All right, mine's already changing color. We see a light pink.
Right.
Perfect.
Okay, now let's go ahead and consume this. Make sure you get it all.
Cheers.
Cheers. Can we just cut? Can we cut for a second?
I know we're live.
Okay, well, we were live before, but okay.
All right, perfect. Do we have to take a whole thing?
No, you can sip it over the next few minutes.
All right, while we're drinking this, I would love for you to share a little bit about your background, Dr. Adam, for people that are maybe watching this video and don't know who is Dr. Adam.
My name is Adam Saucedo. I'm a physician. I trained in diagnostic radiology and practiced in the Army for several years. Came out of the civilian world and practiced in that environment. After about 10 years of practicing medicine out in the civilian world, I went back and did a postdoctorate fellowship in molecular genetics with my now business partner and good friend, Dr. Bala Ambadi, who you'll meet inevitably as we ramp this up and get going on it. So my passion has been through all my training, nutrition, and that's what brought me to me and Dr. Ambadi to the design of this product. Again, this product is designed to boost levels of nitric oxide, which is a critical molecule for the overall health of our body, and this does it in a very different way from all the other products that are existing on the market. And we'll get into more details. This really isn't the forum to describe all that, but that's me.
Thank you for sharing that. And for those of you watching, Dr. Adam Saucedo and Dr. Bala both form part of our new medical advisory board, so you guys will be hearing lots more about both of them. All right. By the way, this is delicious. Does it have a flavor? Is there a flavor to it?
There is a flavor to it. I believe it's raspberry lemonade.
Perfect. I love it. So refreshing. I would love to ask you, Dr. Saucedo, what inspired the creation of BCardio?
Well, as I just was talking about, there's a huge problem in this nation and in the Western industrialized nations around the world that arise from our diet and our lifestyles, and that's cardiovascular disease. So cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer in this country and in, as I said, Western industrialized nations. So one of the things that we can do, one of the most powerful things we can do to try to help ourselves to deal with issues of cardiovascular disease is to boost levels of a very special molecule called nitric oxide. In 1999, the Nobel Prize was awarded to 3 American researchers for their career-long work in nitric oxide research and its effects on cardiovascular disease. So the problem of cardiovascular disease is well established, and the fact that nitric oxide can have a positive effect on it has been well established. This product elevates nitric oxide, and unlike the other products in the market, it does so in a very special way. So what we're doing is we're bringing BCardio, and we are offering to everyone an opportunity to elevate their nitric oxide levels in unprecedented ways to protect against cardiovascular disease, and in fact to slow cardiovascular disease and actually cause remodeling and reparation of the vessels that are ravaged by cardiovascular disease. Huge problem. This is the answer.
Dr. Adam, you mentioned the word or cardiovascular, but does BCardio help with any other problems other than cardiovascular disease?
Absolutely, it does. As I was saying, the nitric oxide is a small molecule, but it's a very important molecule. There is more data. When I say data, I mean research-based, university peer-reviewed data on nitric oxide and its effects on the body than probably any other topic in medical research. There are over 140,000 peer-reviewed, published papers that talk about how nitric oxide affects the body. So we know it helps cardiovascular disease, but because it helps to allow your cardiovascular system to function more efficiently and more healthy, it affects every organ system in our body because our blood flows to every organ system in our body. So the answer is that yes, it does affect many other systems and can address many other ailments and illnesses. In fact, way too many to discuss here. But yes, there's evidence that it helps with certain eye diseases. There's evidence that it can help with neurodegenerative issues like Alzheimer's. There's evidence that it can help with sickle cell disease. There's evidence that it can help with sexual dysfunction. There's a long list. So yes, it can help many things. But I think
the list goes on.
The list goes on.
Amazing. So in a nutshell, can you tell us who is this product designed for, or who can benefit from this product?
Well, I think that everybody can. Right now, there's evidence that cardiovascular disease starts at the age of 8 in Western industrialized nations because of diet. Several studies, but an excellent study was done on post-mortem children that passed through other reasons besides cardiovascular disease, accidents, or other illnesses. But the point is, studies of their bodies indicated that the earliest stages of cardiovascular disease start around the age of 8. So while I'm not recommending this for 8-year-olds right now, there's a good reason for everybody to take it, to start taking it, and to make it part of their life. That's what it's for, everyone.
Awesome. And before I go into my next question, I would love to invite everyone watching this video to please drop your questions in the comment box below, and we will be taking some minutes with Dr. Adam to answer all of your questions. My next question actually came from one of our brand partners, and she would like to know if this product can actually be used as a pre-workout, which I think is a phenomenal question, as we have mentioned in the past that this product, BCardio, can help elevate your workout.
It can, absolutely. One of the earliest and quickest effects that BCardio has in the body is that it creates dilation of the vessels. And when you're exercising, what's going on is the muscles that you are working are demanding more oxygen, more nutrients, and at the same time they require a way to carry away carbon dioxide and waste materials as they begin to work hard. So the muscles, the cells of the muscles require, in order to get a good exercise experience and to recover, they require more blood. And this does exactly that. It dilates the vessels, takes more blood to the muscles, and as you recover, the same process happens. You've got more blood going there with more oxygen, more nutrients, and there's absolutely a better effect, a better result when you exercise and then you're using this BCardio.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that information. And I love that we're having this conversation, Dr. Adam, just because I know that initially this product, we mentioned the word cardiovascular so much, but in reality, the benefits are absolutely endless. There's so many uses, so many benefits. So thank you for sharing that. I would love for you to talk to us about what sets a product apart. What makes BCardio different than any other product that may be out there in the market similar to it?
Well, there's several very important differences, but one of them is that right now the products that are on the market that boost nitric oxide do so through stimulating one pathway in our bodies, one synthetic pathway. The current products in the market provide nutritional precursors in the form of amino acids, and that stimulates a part of the system in our body that is responsible for making nitric oxide, but it neglects the system as a whole. So BCardio has those amino acids and it stimulates that part that the other products do, but it has other nutritional precursors to activate the whole nitric oxide synthetic pathway. And by doing so, you're not just helping that initial pathway, but you're creating a system that's working together and allowing your body to make all the nitric oxide that it's capable of making. So this is something new, and the effects that it will have on health are difficult to overstate. They're impressive and they're important.
I agree with you 100%. And one of the most impressive things to me about this product is the fact that we have these test strips that allow us to be able to test it and measure it. Mm-hmm. So talking about the test strips, I would love for you to share a little bit about how important they are in taking this product.
Well, the test strips, these test strips, again, they're a third-party laboratory test. And what they do is they allow us to check what the levels of nitric oxide are in our bodies before we take this product, and then it allows us to see how our nitric oxide levels are being affected by consuming the product. So a before and after gives us an idea of exactly what's going on at that moment with nitric oxide levels.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. How cool is it that we have a product that you can bring to your friends, your family, your coworkers, anyone, and be able to have the strips to measure the before and the after. Absolutely amazing. All right, I would like to take a few minutes to answer some questions from our audience. We have Maria Argueta asking, if a person has high cholesterol, can that product help them? Can this product help them?
Well, I can answer it this way. We have to be careful what we say about supplements because the Food and Drug Administration, oversees what we say. What I can say is that there is extensive research data that illustrates that elevating nitric oxide levels in our bodies, which is what this is designed for, absolutely helps to normalize cholesterol levels in the blood.
Great answer, thank you. All right, we have one more question from Michael Rodriguez, and he's asking, what is a sweetener used within this product?
Well, the sweetener is, there are multiple things. There are natural sweeteners, and there is, let's just take a look here. So we have natural sweeteners that are based on the raspberry. We also have beetroot in it, which is a sweet red vegetable, and that's what sweetens it.
Perfect. All right, one more question from the audience. We have Berenice Treviso asking, does this product contain caffeine?
No, it does not.
Perfect.
But what you'll find often when you take this is you'll feel energized because it's again allowing more blood to run to your systems, and you often feel energized by it. So you'll have to get back to me after you've tried it and let me know how that makes you feel.
That's an amazing question, by the way. Thank you, Doctor, for answering that question. I would like to ask you, being one of the masterminds behind this phenomenal, amazing product that I'm sure we're all so excited about, what is your vision for BCardio?
Well, I have a huge vision for BCardio. As I've stated several times during this live conference, cardiovascular disease represents a huge problem, health problem that affects hundreds of millions of people, probably in excess of 1 billion people. And despite all the efforts that we've made as a society, as we've made as researchers have tried to make, as medicine has tried to make, to impact the problem of cardiovascular disease over the past 3-4 decades, new medications, new treatments, new procedures, despite all of that innovation, it has had no impact at all on the numbers and the suffering that come from cardiovascular disease. So despite all of our efforts, we're not accomplishing anything. It's a huge and growing problem. I really believe that you and I working together, that we can take this product, we can get it in the hands of people who need it, and that we can make a massive change on the health of hundreds of millions of people. So it's a big vision, but I think it's realistic. If we engage this as a group, we work as a team, we move forward, I think we can really have a huge impact on global health.
I agree with you 100%, and I could not have said that better myself, Doctor. I would like to ask you one more question before we finalize this live video. Can you sum up the benefits of BCardio?
Sum them up? Sure. It is a product that addresses nitric oxide, as I've said several times. Nitric oxide, I can't think of a single action, a single thing that we can do for our health that will have as powerful effect as taking this on a regular basis. It is equivalent to exercising regularly. It is equivalent to making changes in eating well. The effects that this can have on our general health and on mitigating cardiovascular disease are again difficult to overstate. There are so many. So it's a wonderful general health product that focuses primarily on cardiovascular disease.
Perfect, thank you. We had one more question come through. The question is, can you take this product if you are taking blood thinners?
I can't comment on that because it gets into medicine, and we'll have issues with FDA, but there should be no reason to worry about things like that. But I recommend that anybody, whether they're on blood thinners or any medication, whether they're taking supplements or taking nothing, despite their age, that they should consult with their physician and talk about any changes you make in your life, but talk about this with your doctor so that you have first-hand information from a professional who knows you.
Exactly, I agree with that. Thank you, Doctor. All right, so we're getting close to the end, but I would love for us to be able to show the before and after of our test strips before we end. Okay. So we started with our before strip, which mine is a light pink. Okay. After consuming the product. Okay. Now we. I'm
just going to take a little slide over from here. You don't have another swab. So moisten it. Okay.
Okay.
Was it good and wet?
I think so.
You need a little more than that.
A little more?
Okay.
Okay, so we do see
There's
the darker pink already.
Before, after, before.
Before. You guys should be able to see a light pink. And then after consuming BCardio, we do see the color changing to a more darker, deeper pink. Oh yeah, yours is a perfect. Can you raise yours up?
I understand. Yeah. Before,
Perfect.
light pink. After. My director back here is telling me to move forward. So before, after, before, after.